guys, how are you? Hope you're good wherever in the world you are. And if you're new to my channel, a warm welcome to you. It's lovely to have you here, and thank you for being here too. Now, this is a bit of a late message perhaps, because I have had this message for a while, since the new year, and I'm pretty sure it comes from Metatron, whom I work with, the Archangel, on a regular basis. But I wasn't quite sure exactly how to put it through, and also having this conversation with him about it. So one of the words that came through was new, and another one was now, and the phrase that I kept hearing was "you are the new," or "we are the new," or "I am the new." And I was saying to Metatron, yes, I sort of understand that, but then again, it is in some sense very obvious. But how do you put that through in a message? And he was just saying, yeah, think about it. If you guys ever think that you are unworthy, or you have any doubt about why you are here, then just realize and think the meaning of the significance of the fact that you are the new. You are the new in a way that no one else can ever be. And here I am thinking of technology, for example. Robots or AI, all the kind of new technologies that have been reported on recently, and has created some fear or some doubt in people about their own purpose and contribution in their lives, because of AI taking over perhaps. And Metatron is just saying, you are that piece that no one can ever replicate. Only you can do that, and in that sense you're the new. And this is a really, really significant piece, and I'm going to elaborate a bit on this as we go along, because we are aware that that there is the shift, and we are on a trajectory to something different, to new earth, to a new way of living. And say only a few years ago, and maybe even only last year, we were not quite sure about where we are going, and maybe we still have got our doubts, and yes, that is part of the sort of human reality, that while we are in the middle of it, it can be quite difficult to understand or feel exactly where we are going. But the trajectory is definitely there, and the connection to source is definitely stronger, becoming stronger and stronger. It's just like, how do we feel it? And so a few years back, one of the sort of common questions that were asked to Abraham Hicks in the seminars were was how do I know that say for example my desire is one that comes from source or somewhere else? Or perhaps more, how do I know that the answer that I get when I ask comes from source or from somewhere else? So this sort of question about how do I actually know that this is my inner being speaking to me or something else. So so what we are starting to become more and more aware of and more sure of is this kind of talk from your inner being. It is almost as if we are becoming better at tuning in and say, yeah, this is my inner being speaking here. No, this is not. And we can, of course, we are still in doubt, and there's still a lot of things going on, lots of noise out there, and we are often confused. But it is as if more and more often than not, we are pretty sure that this is not our inner being speaking, or this is our inner being speaking. So we become more sure-footed in that department, as it were. And how do we know that? And yeah, we have come a long way, and we are getting a lot of help at the moment as well with this. The way we know it is simply by the way we feel. We don't feel very good if it doesn't come from our inner being. If we are going with something that is not really our inner being but something else, we can feel it, and we feel it in so many different ways now, and especially our bodies. We feel it in our bodies, and our bodies is clearing out stuff because it is making space for all the light that is coming in, and that is a big deal. So we are constantly cleansing, constantly in some sort of process, and so this is where the now is also important, or sort of comes in, because we have got so many now moments. We've always had that, of course, because it's now. But once you start to become aware that every now is an opportunity to calibrate, an opportunity to choose, where am I going, why am I doing this, what, you start to really treasure these nows. This is an opportunity really to put me onto that trajectory that I'm here for, to do the kind of work that I can do. So if you think about it again, this phrase, you are the new, and you add, you are the now, then the now becomes a kind, your portal into the world that you are going to create, or that we are creating. And it is, of course, happening all the time, and we have been creating for eons. We have been creating for so long. But what Abraham Hicks, if you ever listened to them, you will also know the saying that they would always say, well, the problem is that you've been regurgitating, you've been just doing the same old all the time, you are reproducing the same reality all the time. So now what is happening is that we are going, things are moving faster and faster, and we have become better at calibrating to that new person, that you become, which is really connecting to your inner being, and taking your leaf from there, taking your guidance from there. Yeah. And so instead of regurgitating, just like And this is why it's all old news when you just like repeat and repeat what you did in the past, because you were stuck in, I wouldn't say stuck though, really, I did say that, but what I mean is we have been repeating ourselves, and it has been hard to get out of these patterns. We are now starting to really feel that doesn't work any longer. I've got to do things differently, and this is where Metatron is saying, yeah, you are the new, and this is, and the now is the portal for you to demonstrate the way that you like to live, your dreams, your desires, everything. We can all start here and now. We and begin to live that life, those values that we treasure now. And so in that way, we are all touching the future. We are all creating the future as well in the now. And that is huge. That is simply huge, because, and I've said it before, I know, we don't need to wait for anything. We do not need to have anybody to really show us the way and say this is how it's done. Boom, boom, boom. We've got it all in here. We got it all in here, and that's the beauty as well. And then I like to also add to that each of us, each of you, are so special, because you are unique. Yeah. And this is that dimension to it, about diversity, that we all hold this sort of piece to the jigsaw that only we can provide. Okay, only we can put that on the table, because this is our unique expression. This is our our piece from source that we came with, and that we are here to express. So so this message is about, just think about that. Think about how special and important and significant you are in this bigger scheme of things, because the world really needs you now, needs you to be you, needs you to be the new, not a repeat of what has happened in the past, or a repeat of patterns that have happened. We all sort of leaving those behind, where we are beginning to express ourselves in the way that only we can do, and you will know whether this is an expression of of who you really are, because of the way you feel. Okay, so that, yeah, so this is my message for today, just now, and then there'll be more about this subject shortly and in near future. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a really lovely day, and looking forward to the next video. Bye for now. Bye.